Hey guys, welcome to SWELLEnterprise. I wanted to take this opportunity to give you a brief tour of the SWELLEnterprise application. So to get started, the first few things you might want to check out is this dashboard here. You've got a dashboard that's separated by various things such as your to-do list, your sales, and your activity. And so as the administrator in the application or the business owner, you have access to all of these things. But as your team grows, you can create roles and permissions that only give users access to certain information. In the top here, you've got these three little dots. This is going to be the expanded navigation menu. And when you click on that, you can see where we've got everything kind of separated by their respective categories. So we've got people and productivity, organization, and so on. This is where you're going to see a lot of the different features that you have enabled via your company settings. If you'd like, you can click on the plus icon next to any of these, and that will shortlist them and add them to your left sidebar. So by default, your left sidebar is probably pretty bare right now. Go ahead and click on some of the plus icons so you can shortlist some of these if they are features that you need access to on a pretty regular basis. All right, so let's dive into clients a little bit. On the client screen, you should see some information here if you've already started importing or creating clients. Otherwise, you can use the quick add function here to quickly add a client, or the add client button in the top right corner. And don't forget, with any of these different applications and these different modules, you can click on this drop down arrow here, and that will give you the ability to import or export information to or from SWELLEnterprise. Now, regarding the table that you see here, you do have the option to double click and go ahead and inline edit this information. For example, I can double click on tags and apply tags to this contact, or I can simply add a new note or a task. So we try to make that really easy for you to go in and update information on a very quick basis. But then you can always click on this external link icon here to open the link and see the full 360 view of the client. So in this example, this is what one of the clients look like. And you can see where we've got everything kind of separated by projects and time entries and so on. And you can customize this background image and upload a logo and do all that fun stuff as you start to build out the application. One of the other things I wanted to draw your attention to is in the various index screens, you do have the ability to separate how you view those. So for instance, if I click on projects, you've got this button here where you can see everything in a list view, or you can see it in a calendar format or the popular Kanban card style. So for example, if I wanted to see all of our projects across a calendar, I can click on that, or I can simply click on the Kanban card style and I can choose to separate the projects out by either client or status. And this allows you to drag and drop between different statuses. You can also click on it to get specific information about that project, or you can double click and open that full record. That's one of the cool features we have with the SWELLEnterprise. In addition to that, you might find some of the drag and drop builders pretty useful. So for example, if you go to, for instance, create a new proposal or a contract, you can use the drag and drop builder to easily customize everything within your proposal. So for instance, I'll click on add from template here, and let's say I've got a web design proposal template that I'd like to use. You can see that the template is already created. It's very easy for me to come in here and start customizing some of the text. In addition to that, I can click on the block layout, and I can always drag and drop in to add new blocks, as you'll see right here. So for instance, I can drag in a new image and so on. So there's a lot of power packed behind this application. In addition to that, you can schedule and send and receive emails, which you'll do through the email manager if you've got your email connected. As you see, I currently don't have my email connected yet in this demo application. But one of the last few things I wanted to make you aware of, the top left corner, there's a drop down, and this allows you the ability to create or separate your company. So if you operate more than one company, you can simply add an additional company or an additional brand here. And then if you ever need to search for anything, maybe it's a global search and you need to search across the whole application, you can just start typing in the search box here, and what this will do is search everything throughout the system pertaining to this company, so that it helps you find, for example, web design in this instance. And so now that it's come back, you can see where it's found everything that has to do with web design throughout the application. So dig in. The first few steps I'd suggest, go ahead and create or import some of your clients, play around with some templates, and then feel free to reach us at the bottom right-hand corner if you have any support issues that we can help with.